First Contact Protocol. The vast emptiness of space stretched before the view screen, stars glittering like distant jewels against the black canvas. Captain Maya Chen stood on the bridge of the UDS Defiant, her posture rigid as she surveyed her crew. This vessel represented humanity's greatest achievement, their first true warship capable of faster-than-light travel. After decades of theoretical research, the Alcubierre drive had finally become reality, compressing space-time in front of the ship while expanding it behind, allowing the Defiant to effectively surf through the galaxy on a wave of distorted space. Final systems check complete, Captain, reported Commander Raj Patel, her executive officer. The drive is stable and all weapons systems are online. Maya nodded, her dark eyes reflecting the stars on the view screen. Very good, Commander. Let's make history. The mission was straightforward. A shakedown cruise to test the Defiant's systems beyond our solar system, venturing further than any human had gone before. The United Earth government had been clear: observe, collect data, and return. First contact protocols were strict. If they encountered any sign of alien intelligence, they were to remain hidden, observe from a distance, and retreat if detected. Initiating Alcubierre drive in 3, 2, 1. The ship's quantum physicist, Dr. Elena Sokolov, monitored the readings on her console with intense focus. The stars on the view screen seemed to stretch into lines of light, and then reality itself appeared to fold around them. The bridge crew collectively held their breath during those first crucial moments of FTL travel. Maya gripped the arms of her command chair, feeling the slight vibration beneath her fingertips. "Drive is stable, Captain," Elena announced, relief evident in her voice. "We are traveling at approximately 5 light-years per hour." A cheer erupted across the bridge, quickly silenced by Maya's raised hand. "Save the celebrations, people. We've got a job to do." 3 days into their mission, having successfully tested the drive's capabilities in uninhabited star systems, the unexpected happened. "Captain, I'm detecting an artificial signal," reported Lieutenant Zoe Washington, the communications specialist. Her brow furrowed as she adjusted her headset. "It's not random. Definitely not natural." Maya straightened in her chair. "Source: coming from the TOS-CT system, approximately 2.4 light-years from our position." Analysis: Zoe shook her head. "It's repeating in a pattern. Could be automated. Maybe a distress signal." First contact protocols were clear. They should report back to Earth immediately. But the mission parameters also allowed for Captain's discretion in emergency situations. "Dr. Sokolov, how quickly can we reach TOS-CT?" "At maximum safe speed. Just under 30 minutes, Captain." Maya drummed her fingers on the armrest, weighing her options. If it is a distress signal, there might be lives at stake. "Captain," Raj cautioned, "first contact protocols." "I'm aware of the protocols, Commander," Maya cut him off. "But I'm also aware of our duty as explorers and representatives of humanity. Lieutenant Kaminsky, plot a course for TOS-CT. Dr. Sokolov, prepare the drive." As they approached TOS-CT, the signal grew stronger. "I've been analyzing the pattern," Zoe reported. "It's definitely a distress call. The mathematical sequence is too precise to be anything else." Dropping out of FTL in 3, 2, 1, Dr. Sokolov announced. The star lines collapsed back into points of light, and the view screen adjusted to show a scene that left the entire bridge crew speechless. 2 vessels hung in space before them. One was clearly damaged, venting atmosphere from multiple breaches in its sleek, organic-looking hull. The other, larger ship was angular and predatory in design, currently firing what appeared to be energy weapons at the damaged vessel. "Tactical analysis," Maya ordered sharply. Lieutenant Marcus Reed, weapons officer, responded immediately. "The larger vessel appears to be a warship, Captain. Energy signatures suggest weapons significantly more advanced than our own. The smaller vessel is civilian in design. No obvious weapon systems. They're sitting ducks." Maya's mind raced. They were witnessing what appeared to be an attack, possibly even an atrocity. But interfering meant revealing humanity's existence to potentially hostile aliens. Options. We could observe from a distance, Raj suggested, collect data and watch as that ship is destroyed. Maya interrupted, along with whoever's sending that distress signal. Captain, with all due respect, we don't know the situation. This could be a legal enforcement action. We have no jurisdiction here. Maya rose from her chair, eyes fixed on the scene before them. We have a moral jurisdiction, Commander. Humanity doesn't stand by while the strong prey on the weak. She turned to her tactical officer, Lieutenant Reed. Battle stations. Power up shields and weapons. Let's introduce ourselves. The red alert klaxon sounded throughout the ship as the crew rushed to combat readiness. Hailing frequencies open, Zoe announced. Maya squared her shoulders. This is Captain Maya Chen of the United Earth ship Defiant. Cease your attack on the damaged vessel immediately. For several tense moments, there was no response. Then the attacking ship suddenly broke off its assault, turning its attention toward the Defiant. They're scanning us, Marcus reported. And now they're charging weapons, Raj added grimly. Shields up, Maya ordered. Evasive pattern Delta. Return fire only if fired upon. The alien vessel fired first, a beam of coherent energy that struck the Defiant's shields, causing the entire ship to shudder. Shields holding at 82%, Marcus reported. That was just a warning shot, Captain. Their weapons are capable of much more. A message is coming through, Zoe announced. Audio only. Let's hear it. A harsh, mechanical voice filled the bridge. The words were alien, but somehow translated, perhaps by the same technology sending the message. Unknown vessel. This is Enforcer Drazkol of the Hegemony. You interfere in matters beyond your understanding. Withdraw immediately or be destroyed. Maya's jaw set. This is Captain Chen. We responded to a distress signal. Under universal principles of space travel, we have an obligation to render assistance. The weaklings violated hegemony space. Their destruction is lawful and necessary. Final warning. Withdraw or share their fate. Maya turned to Marcus. Analysis of their weapons versus our shields. We could probably withstand 3, maybe 4 direct hits before shields fail. And our weapons against their shields. Marcus grimaced. Uncertain. Their technology is more advanced. But, he paused, studying his readouts. There's something unusual about their shield configuration. There might be a vulnerability at their engine output nodes. Maya nodded. Target those nodes. Fire a warning shot across their bow. The Defiant's particle cannons released a controlled burst that passed just meters from the alien vessel's hull. No response, Captain. They're powering up for another attack. Maya's mind raced through options. The Defiant was outgunned, but perhaps not outmaneuvered. Dr. Sokolov, can we use the Alcubierre drive for short-range jumps? Elena looked startled. Theoretically, yes, but we've never. Theory becomes practice today, Doctor. Calculate a micro-jump to bring us directly behind their vessel. Lieutenant Reed, prepare to fire all weapons at those engine nodes the moment we emerge. Captain, that's incredibly risky, Raj protested. The spatial calculations are why we brought Earth's best quantum physicist, Maya finished. Dr. Sokolov. Elena nodded nervously. I can do it. Give me 30 seconds. Those 30 seconds stretched eternally as the alien vessel fired again, this time hitting the Defiant squarely. The ship rocked violently. Shields at 61%, Captain. Micro-jump calculations complete. Execute now, Maya ordered. Reality twisted around them for a split second, and suddenly they were behind the alien vessel. Fire all weapons. The Defiant unleashed its full arsenal, particle cannons, plasma torpedoes, and rail guns, all concentrated on the vulnerable engine nodes. The alien shields flickered, then failed completely as the barrage overwhelmed them. The vessel listed to one side, power fluctuating. "Their weapons are offline," Marcus reported, disbelief in his voice. We did it." Maya allowed herself a small smile. "Hail them again." This time, the response was immediate and considerably less arrogant. How? How did you?" The alien voice sounded genuinely shocked. "No species possesses such technology." "We do," Maya replied simply. "Now you will stand down completely and cease all aggression toward the damaged vessel. Otherwise, our next volley won't be aimed at your engines." There was a long pause before the alien responded. "We comply. For now." Maya turned her attention to the damaged ship. "Hail the vessel in distress." When the connection was established, the view screen showed a being unlike anything humans had ever seen. It had a vaguely humanoid shape, but with iridescent skin that shifted colors with each movement, and large, multifaceted eyes. "Unknown saviors," the alien spoke, its voice melodic and flowing. "We are the Lyriat. You have saved our refugee transport from certain destruction. How can we ever repay this debt?" "No debt is necessary," Maya replied. "I'm Captain Maya Chen of Earth. We responded to your distress signal." The alien's skin rippled with blue and gold patterns, an emotional response of some kind. "Earth? We have no record of your species in the galactic registry." "That's because we're new to interstellar travel," Maya explained. "This is actually our first journey beyond our own solar system." The alien's colors shifted to bright yellow. "Remarkable. A fledgling species with such technology and courage. Captain Chen of Earth, I am Ambassador Thelian of the Lyriat Collective. Thanks to you, these refugees will reach sanctuary. The hegemony has been hunting our people since we refused to join their alliance." "The hegemony claims you violated their space," Maya said cautiously. "A falsehood," Thelian responded. "The hegemony expands its official territory whenever convenient. They are bullies who prey on weaker species, claiming territory through intimidation rather than legal channels. The Galactic Council has censured them repeatedly, but they ignore interstellar law." Maya and Raj exchanged glances. Galactic Council. Interstellar law. Humanity had just stepped onto a much larger stage than they'd anticipated. "Ambassador Thelian," Maya said, "we have much to learn about the galactic community. Would you be willing to share information?" "It would be our honor," Thelian replied. "In fact, I suggest we travel together to the nearest Council outpost. Your actions today deserve recognition, and the Council should be informed of Earth's emergence onto the galactic stage." Maya considered this. First contact protocols definitely didn't cover escorting alien refugees to a galactic government installation. But protocols were written before they knew such things existed. "Send us the coordinates," she decided. "We'll escort you there." As they prepared to depart, Maya sent a message to the hegemony vessel. "We're leaving with the Lyriat ship. Follow us, and you'll discover what else humanity's first warship can do." The hegemony ship remained immobile, its commander apparently deciding not to test the strange new species further. As the Defiant moved into escort position alongside the damaged Lyriat vessel, Maya returned to her command chair, mind racing with implications. Humanity had just announced its presence to the galaxy, not through careful diplomatic channels as planned, but by firing shots in defense of strangers. "Captain," Raj said quietly beside her, "Earth Command is going to have questions." Maya nodded. "And we'll have answers, Commander. We've just learned that the galaxy isn't the empty frontier we imagined. There are powers, politics, and apparently, bullies." She looked at the starfield ahead, where the Lyriat had indicated the Council outpost waited. Humanity needed to make its stance clear from the beginning. "Today, we showed the galaxy exactly what kind of species we are." "And what kind is that, Captain?" Maya's expression was resolute. "The kind that stands up for what's right, no matter the odds." She addressed the entire bridge. "Set course for the Council outpost. Let's go meet the neighbors." The Council's judgment. The Galactic Council outpost loomed before them, a massive structure shaped like a wheel with spokes extending from a central hub. Ships of various designs orbited around it or docked along its rim, representing dozens of species humanity had never encountered. "It's incredible," Dr. Sokolov whispered, voicing what everyone felt. "The engineering alone." "Multiple ships approaching," Marcus reported. "Escort formation. Appears to be security forces. They're hailing us," Zoe added. "And a Lyriat vessel. On screen," Maya ordered. The view screen displayed another alien, this one with a rigid exoskeleton and 4 manipulator limbs. "Lyriat vessel, you are cleared for emergency docking at Bay 17. Unknown vessel, identify yourself and state your purpose." "I am Captain Maya Chen of the United Earth Ship Defiant. We responded to the Lyriat distress call and escorted them here after they were attacked by a hegemony warship." The security officer's compound eyes blinked rapidly. "Earth. That designation is not in our registry." The alien conferred with someone off-screen before continuing. "You will dock at Security Bay 42 for inspection and verification." As they approached their designated bay, Ambassador Thelian contacted them again. "Captain Chen, I've notified the Council representatives of your assistance. They've agreed to grant you temporary diplomatic status while they assess Earth's standing. This is unusual procedure. Is that good or bad?" Maya asked. "Both," Thelian admitted, skin flickering with purple uncertainty. "The Council is divided into factions. Some will welcome a new spacefaring species, especially one with your capabilities. Others fear change and competition." The ambassador hesitated. "The hegemony has significant influence. They will not take their humiliation lightly." Maya nodded grimly. "Understood. We'll proceed with caution." After docking, Maya selected a small delegation: herself, Raj, Dr. Sokolov, and Lieutenant Reed, to represent Earth. They were met by a Council security detail and escorted through corridors teeming with alien life. Maya struggled to maintain her composure as they passed beings that defied human imagination. Crystalline entities that floated without apparent propulsion, amorphous creatures contained in environmental suits, and beings that seemed to phase in and out of visible reality. They were led to a circular chamber where representatives of various species sat in a tiered arrangement. At the center was a raised platform with a single podium. "The Provisional Council of Sector 7 is now in session," announced a tall, willowy alien with silver skin. "We address the matter of the unregistered species designation human and their vessel Defiant. Ambassador Thelian of the Lyriat Collective will present testimony." Thelian moved to the central platform, skin glowing with formal blue tones. "Honored representatives, today I speak of courage and honor previously unknown to us. The humans, a species unknown to our records, responded to our distress call when our refugee transport was under attack by hegemony forces in neutral space." A harsh voice interrupted from the upper tier. "Objection. The space was clearly designated as hegemony territory under the Expansion Treaty of Cycle 87. Maya recognized the distinctive voice. It matched the hegemony commander they had encountered. Looking up, she saw a heavily armored being with cybernetic enhancements visible along its jaw and eye sockets. "The treaty has not been ratified by the full council," countered another representative. "The hegemony's unilateral claims remain disputed." The chamber erupted in arguments, with factions clearly divided. Maya leaned toward Raj. Political squabbles seemed to be universal constants. The silver-skinned moderator called for order. "The status of the territory is not the primary matter before us today. We must address the emergence of a new spacefaring species. Captain Chen, please step forward." Maya approached the podium with steady steps, aware that every eye, optical sensor, and sensory apparatus in the room was focused on her. "I am Captain Maya Chen of Earth. Our planet is located approximately 11.9 light-years from this position. We are a recently unified species who has developed faster-than-light technology independently. Murmurs spread through the chamber. Impossible, declared the hegemony representative. No Level 2 civilization develops FTL without assistance. They must have stolen the technology. From whom? Dr. Sokolov called out, unable to contain herself. We hadn't met any of you until 3 days ago. The silver moderator regarded Maya with interest. Your method of FTL travel. Describe it. We call it the Alcubierre drive, Maya explained. It creates a warp bubble by compressing space-time ahead of the vessel while expanding it behind. This caused even greater commotion. A small, reptilian alien leaned forward, but the power requirements for such a system would be. We overcame that limitation through quantum foam harvesting, Dr. Sokolov interjected. By tapping into zero-point energy at the quantum level. The chamber fell silent. That is, theoretically sound. Admitted a being composed apparently of pure energy contained within a specialized suit, but implementation should be beyond a species at your development stage. Humans have always excelled at doing what others consider impossible, Maya stated simply. The hegemony representative slammed a cybernetic fist down. This cannot be allowed. A primitive species with advanced weaponry and dry systems. They attacked a hegemony enforcement vessel without provocation. After you fired on us, Maya countered. And after you ignored our warning to cease attacking the Lyriat vessel. The Lyriat are council sympathizers who refuse to acknowledge hegemony authority, the representative snarled. And you, human, interfered in matters beyond your understanding. Maya's patience thinned. I understand perfectly that you were attacking refugees. Where I come from, that makes you the bad guys. Gasps and translator glitches rippled through the chamber. The silver moderator raised all 4 of its limbs for silence. Captain Chen, while your courage is admirable, you must understand that galactic politics are complex. The Council has established protocols for integrating new species. Typically, there is a probationary period of several cycles before full recognition is granted. And during this period, the hegemony representative added with obvious satisfaction, unauthorized military vessels are impounded and their technology studied to ensure compliance with safety standards. Maya's eyes narrowed. You want our ship. It is standard procedure, the silver moderator acknowledged, though with obvious reluctance. Though perhaps, given the circumstances, I propose an alternative, called a new voice. A massive being resembling a hybrid of bear and elephant moved forward. I am Ambassador Crox of the Ursa Collective. We propose humanity be granted provisional status immediately, with full review in 1 cycle. Their vessel remains under their control, with an observer team assigned. Unacceptable. The hegemony representative bellowed. Human technology must be contained and controlled. Their interference has already caused disruption to established order. Crox turned massive eyes toward the hegemony representative. Perhaps the established order needs disruption. Enforcer Drazkol. The hegemony's established order has meant subjugation for too many species. The chamber again divided into arguing factions, with the rift clearly growing deeper. The silver moderator conferred with several other representatives before raising a hand for silence. We propose a compromise. In situations of disputed status, council tradition allows for trial by demonstration. Maya looked to Ambassador Thelian, who moved closer to explain. It's an ancient practice. You would be asked to demonstrate your species' worthiness through a challenge. What kind of challenge? Maya asked. The challenging faction decides. Thelian admitted reluctantly. In this case, the hegemony. Enforcer Drazkol's mechanical enhancements weared as his face formed what might have been a smile. We propose combat worthiness testing. The human vessel against our champion. Maya's delegation exchanged concerned glances. You want us to fight? Maya asked. Unless you prefer to surrender your vessel now. Drazkol replied smugly. Maya consulted quietly with her team. This is obviously a trap, Raj warned. They want revenge for their embarrassment, and to get their hands on our technology, Marcus added. But refusing makes us look weak, Maya countered. and I'm not surrendering the Defiant. Dr. Sokolov was studying her tablet. Captain, I've been analyzing the data we collected on hegemony technology during our encounter. There's something interesting about their shield harmonics. After a brief discussion, Maya turned back to the council. We accept the challenge with one condition. If we win, Earth is granted full recognition and non-interference status. The silver moderator looked surprised. You are bold, Captain. Such status is typically granted only after decades of evaluation. We're not a typical species, Maya replied. After further deliberation, the council agreed to the terms. The demonstration was scheduled for the following cycle in neutral space near the outpost. As Maya's team prepared to return to the Defiant, Ambassador Crox approached them. Captain Chen, you have made a powerful enemy today. The massive alien rumbled. The hegemony does not forget slights. We didn't come looking for enemies, Maya replied. Just doing what was right. A refreshing philosophy, Crox said. Know that not all council species share the hegemony's views. Many of us have grown tired of their expansion and bullying. Your arrival may be fortuitous. Are you suggesting we're being used as a counter to the hegemony? Raj asked directly. Crox's trunk-like appendage waved dismissively. Politics requires balance. New elements can shift old patterns. The ambassador leaned closer. Their champion vessel, the subjugator, has never been defeated, but it has never faced Earth technology either. When they returned to the Defiant, Maya called an immediate strategy session with her senior officers. The hegemony is setting us up, she began without preamble. But backing down isn't an option. Ideas. Dr. Sokolov stepped forward. Their shield technology uses a rotating frequency to prevent targeting. But there's a pattern to the rotation, a predictable mathematical sequence. If we can synchronize our weapons' fire precisely, we'd need to get dangerously close, Marcus pointed out. What about multiple micro-jumps? Maya suggested. In and out, hitting them at different points. Dr. Sokolov considered this. The calculations would be complex, but possible. We'd need perfect timing. As the team refined their strategy, Zoe interrupted. Captain, we're receiving a message from Earth Command. The bridge fell silent. The quantum communication system had been activated for the first time since their departure. Admiral Huang's stern face appeared on screen. Captain Chen, we've received your mission logs. To say command is concerned would be a vast understatement. Maya stood at attention. Admiral, the situation required immediate action. Save it, Captain. What's done is done. The question now is how we proceed. The Admiral's expression softened slightly. Your discovery of an established galactic community changes everything. The Security Council has been in emergency session since receiving your report. Sir, we've been challenged to a demonstration of force by one of the dominant powers here. The outcome will determine Earth's standing. Admiral Huang sighed heavily. Of course it will. The universe runs on the same principles as Earth after all. Respect comes from strength. He straightened. Captain Chen, your new orders are simple. Win. Show them what humanity can do. The full resources of Earth stand behind you. Yes, sir. And Maya, the Admiral added, using her first name, history is watching. Make it count. The transmission ended, leaving the bridge crew with the weight of an entire planet's future on their shoulders. The following day, the Defiant faced the hegemony subjugator in open space. The enemy vessel was twice their size, its hull bristling with weapons emplacements. A delegation from the Council observed from a safe distance. They're hailing us, Zoe reported. Enforcer Drazkol's augmented face appeared on screen. Prepare to be humbled, humans. After we disable your vessel, I will personally oversee the dismantling of your primitive technology. Maya remained calm. We'll see. Terms of engagement. Combat continues until one vessel is disabled or surrenders. No assistance permitted. Understood. Defiant out. Maya turned to her crew. Battle stations. You all know the plan. Humanity's future starts here. The subjugator struck first, unleashing a barrage that the Defiant barely evaded. Their weapons are even stronger than the previous vessel, Marcus reported. Hold position, Maya ordered. Let them think they have the advantage. The Defiant absorbed several glancing hits, shields dropping to 70%. Shield frequency data is coming in, Dr. Sokolov called out. I'm detecting the pattern. Calculate our first micro-jump, Maya commanded. Target their port weapons array. The Defiant suddenly disappeared from the subjugator's targeting systems, reappearing milliseconds later directly alongside the larger vessel. Their weapons fired in a precisely timed sequence that penetrated the momentary shield gap. Direct hit, Marcus reported as they jumped away again before the subjugator could respond. The pattern continued, the Defiant appearing in different positions, striking vulnerable points, then vanishing before the hegemony vessel could lock weapons. Their shields are down to 40%, Marcus called out. They're adapting, Dr. Sokolov warned, changing their shield frequencies. Maya nodded. As expected, implement Phase 2. The next jump took them directly beneath the subjugator. Instead of firing weapons, the Defiant released a specially modified probe that attached to the enemy hull. Probe in position, Marcus confirmed. Activate. The probe emitted a quantum resonance field that temporarily disrupted the subjugator's shield generators. In that moment of vulnerability, the Defiant executed one final jump, positioning itself directly in front of the larger vessel. All weapons, fire. The combined firepower of the Defiant struck the subjugator's command section. Systems failed across the enemy vessel as cascade failures rippled through its power grid. Their weapons are offline, Marcus reported, disbelief in his voice. Their engines too. They're dead in space. The bridge crew erupted in cheers as Maya opened a channel to the disabled hegemony vessel. This is Captain Chen. Do you surrender? Silence stretched for several seconds before a subdued voice, not Drazkol's, responded. This is Second Commander Vex. Enforcer Drazkol has been relieved due to combat failure. We surrender. When they returned to the Council outpost, the reception was dramatically different. Representatives from various species crowded to meet the humans, while the hegemony delegation was noticeably absent. The Silver Moderator officially addressed Maya before the full council. Captain Chen of Earth, the Council acknowledges your species' demonstration of capability and grants full recognition status to humanity, with non-interference protection for your home system and colonies. Ambassador Crox approached afterward. Impressive victory, Captain. The hegemony has never been so thoroughly defeated. We got lucky, Maya replied modestly. No, Crox rumbled. You were innovative and unpredictable, qualities many of us had forgotten. The hegemony rose to power through fear and intimidation of younger species. You have shown there is another path. What happens now? Maya asked. Now you return to Earth as heroes, Crox said. And then, perhaps, you return to us as allies. Many Council species would welcome trade and cultural exchange with humanity. And the hegemony. They will lick their wounds and plot revenge, Crox admitted. But they will be more cautious now. Your demonstration has shifted the balance of power. Use that time wisely. As the Defiant prepared to return to Earth, Maya recorded her final log entry of the mission. We came seeking knowledge and discovered we are not alone. The galaxy is vast and ancient, filled with wonders and dangers in equal measure. Humanity has taken its first steps onto this larger stage, not through careful diplomacy as planned, but through action and principle. She paused, looking at the stars that would guide them home. Earth now stands at a crossroads. We can retreat behind the protection we've won, or we can reach out to build alliances among the stars. The choice will shape not just our future, but perhaps the future of the galaxy itself. The universe, it seems, has been waiting for us. And humanity, defiant, innovative, and determined, is finally ready to answer. The Defiant engaged its Alcubierre drive, warping spacetime as it began the journey home, carrying news that would forever change human history. Behind them, whispers spread through the galactic community about the arrival of the species called human. Newcomers who had accomplished in days what most species required centuries to achieve. Humanity had arrived on the galactic stage, and nothing would ever be the same again.